Welcome back. Wind continues. We've had gusts 50+ mile per hour in Helena, 50 degrees, gusts to 37. It's out of the airport. 40s and 50s, 62 in Jordan. Look at that wind. A lot of the state dealing with some pretty good gusts, and I mean, Great Falls, recent gusts to 48 miles per hour, Cut Bank 46. Not as bad as it was earlier. And tomorrow, the wind shifts east. It is going to be a beautiful fall day tomorrow. A lot of sunshine, no winds, comfortable temperatures, a little crisp. Friday, Halloween, all right, talking maybe a 5 or a 10 mile per hour wind. That's about it anywhere in the state. And then Saturday and Sunday, the wind comes back here. Quite windy for most locations in the afternoon. On the radar, we had a couple of sprinkles, a few flurries go through in the higher terrain, a little snow grain or two in the higher terrain around Helena. Still some good snow up in the Bob, crossing the Swan Range, and some showers moving out of eastern Montana with the cold front. Pretty good rainstorm moving up into the drought-stricken northeast here. All right, let's take a look at the latest with Melissa. Cuba, of course, Jamaica, cleanup will be taking place for the next few years. The storm, maximum sustained winds at 90 miles per hour, and will continue to move out in the Atlantic, may clip Bermuda here later tomorrow into Halloween night. As we go through tonight, skies clear, the wind diminishes. Tomorrow, a gorgeous day, gorgeous, gorgeous October day. One of the final days where the sun will set at about 6 p.m. And then into Halloween we go. Well, that also looks pretty nice. A few clouds moving across southwestern Montana tomorrow night, but Friday, another really nice day. It's mostly sunny most of the day, and then we turn partly cloudy in the evening. That's it. 20s to about 30 tonight, wind diminishing after dark. Tomorrow, it's a gorgeous day. Most of us will be in the 40s. Official high temperature out at the airport, probably about 50 degrees. Eastern Montana, still pretty windy. Halloween, it is looking very nice. High temperatures in the 40s and the 50s. Look for temperatures to be cooling back off through the 40s through the evening hours, but not cold, not snowing, not raining, not blowing that bad. Yeah, maybe a 5-10 mile per hour wind. Should be pretty nice, not too chilly for the trick-or-treaters and the parents escorting them. Now into Saturday. Of course, Saturday night when you go to bed, that's when I think most people set their clocks back. Pretty mild, 60s, I have her even at 70 degrees. Getting windy in the Helena Valley Saturday night. And then Sunday, starting out mostly cloudy, a couple little sprinkles or flurries again. No real heavy precipitation over the next 7 days, but well, it'll be nice to have no wind tomorrow and on Halloween. Saturday, not too bad as far as the wind goes. We fall back Saturday night into Sunday morning, and more pretty decent weather through Election Day next week.
Hurricane Melissa made landfall in Cuba today. It has weakened as it moves into the Bahamas and into the Atlantic Ocean. NBC's Ed Augustin has the latest from Havana, Cuba.
Well, thankfully, at the point that I'm speaking to you, there have been no confirmed casualties, no confirmed fatalities. But the images that we're starting to see trickle out of the east of Cuba, both on social media and from the news agencies, are devastating. We're seeing the homes that have collapsed in many an eastern province. We're seeing flash flooding in Santiago de Cuba, which is the second city. There have also been mudslides around Santiago de Cuba, so very, very scary for those in the States and those in Western Cuba that have got relatives worrying about mudslides of all things. So the pictures that we have are evidence that a huge hurricane swept the island, and the amount of territory that it covered, it's going to take a long time to really take stock of the full level of damage. I think the other thing I'd say is that there was an awful lot of rivers, especially in the provinces of Granma and Holguin, flooded an awful lot more than people were expecting last night. And some of the images of the amounts of flooding in a lot of municipalities in northeastern Cuba are really quite scary to watch.
And still ahead on the news at 5, 77,000 Montanans are in danger of losing their SNAP benefits amid the ongoing government shutdown. How people in Missoula are preparing.
MTN News at 5 continues right after this.